Good afternoon, happy Friday. So I just got off two back-to-back conversations with some brokers about groups that had called them inquiring about an executive physical program. They had heard about ArmadaCare through the grapevine, heard that we cover executive physicals, so they were looking to learn more about what our program is, how it differs from a normal executive physical program that they've looked into in the past. So, thought it might be helpful to clarify what ArmadaCare is and what we are not when it comes to executive physicals specifically. So I want to discuss functionally, how ArmadaCare is structured, how a typical executive physical program is structured, and why I think ours is better. All right, so to start, ArmadaCare is a fully insured supplemental reimbursement plan that sits on top of a group's primary medical plan and can be carved out by class, which I know is a mouthful. Our premiums, again, it's fully insured and they are considered a deductible business expense to employers. So for our members, what that means is we are essentially going to reimburse them for virtually any 213D eligible expense, including those executive physicals. Those reimbursements that are paid to the members are not considered taxable income. Now, what most people think of as an executive physical program is structured as a direct contract arrangement, typically with a center of excellence. I'm going to use Mayo Clinic. We're going to pick on them since everybody knows the name. So the employer is basically going to agree to pay a fee to Mayo Clinic, sometimes a negotiated amount, whenever one of their executives goes to get one. How much do these executive physicals cost? Depends on a lot of factors. Which facility are you going to? Where are you located? What services and testing are they going to be doing? But it's really not uncommon to see these things range anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000. So why might an employer opt to buy an insurance plan through ArmadaCare that covers pretty much all of your out-of-pocket medical costs for their employees versus only covering the cost of the executive physical itself? Three things. So number one is going to be the tax implications. So you want to look at the funding mechanism of this direct contract arrangement. You're basically self-funding a medical benefit in favor of highly compensated employees. So a lot of times, depending on the testing that's going to be done, whatever they're performing, that potentially could be considered taxable income to the executives. So the nice thing about ArmadaCare is that because it's a fully insured product, you don't have to worry about that. The reimbursements to the members are not considered taxable income. Second reason that they might consider ArmadaCare over this direct contract arrangement: logistics. Specifically, do they have executives located all over the country, 2 or 3 different states? What happens in that scenario? Is the employer going to set up providers in multiple locations so that you're giving your employees options? If not, are you paying to fly the executives to get the executive physical in the one location that you picked? With ArmadaCare, you don't need to worry about that. So we are going to assist in navigation to a facility for our members. But again, they are not beholden to any specific provider. Last but not least, our plan is going to provide post-exam support. So again, I mentioned at the beginning, our plan is essentially covering virtually all 213D, aka medically necessary expenses. So let's think about this. Why offer the executive physicals in the first place if the employee isn't going to then take those doctor's suggestions and do something about it? Somebody once told me, people don't spend their own money on healthcare, but they will happily spend someone else's money on healthcare. So what do we want these executives to do? What kind of behavior are we trying to drive? The executives that are on our plan know that they have the funds to then take care of themselves no matter what the doctor says. So that's, it's going to, again, drive that behavior, keep them healthy, keep them productive, keep them making money for the company long after that exam is over. All right, so again, hope that was helpful. That's all I have for today. Let me know your thoughts and hope everybody has an awesome weekend.